Well, Matt was a man of very strong morals. He had a great deal of integrity. He was very much into sport, especially when he was younger, and he was such a gentleman. We had been away to visit our daughter, and Matt just wasn't himself. He was struggling a bit and found, he was getting tired very quickly. He actually was admitted to hospital for a very, very short stay for observation. He started to improve, so we began to feel quite positive. And then he had just been doing a few little jobs, easy tasks really, that he would normally cope with. And he started to get very breathless and had chest pain. And so we called an emergency ambulance. They did some blood tests and they found that he had raised blood, markers in his blood to indicate a myocardial infarction had taken place, so a heart attack. Although there was advice to undertake an angio, it wasn't done. He was taken off the coronary care pathway. I was expecting him to be in quite a while with myocarditis, but the next day I have a phone call from Matt to say, "Can you pick me up? I'm coming home." It became obvious that there was no plan to follow him up, and I thought that was very unusual. A week later, he was up and around, and we'd had some lunch together, and just an hour or so after lunch, he said, "Oh, I've got terrible indigestion." He had crushing chest pain, and he was beginning to become breathless. I phoned an ambulance. I was trying to keep calm and still at this stage. We just held on to each other, and I said, "Matt, I'll go and look for the ambulance." Of course, it wasn't there. I did go and open the front door and see if I could hear any sirens or see anything. There was absolutely nothing. So this nightmare is beginning to just get worse by the minute. I was getting quite desperate. They assured me again that the ambulance was coming, and I asked them, I said, "What time was it dispatched?" And they said, "We can't tell you that." I must admit, I just had a feeling then that it wasn't going to come. And what we were dealing with was just some kind of potential horror story, actually. And I got hold of Matt and I tried to shake him, and I said, "God, I think he's died." I rolled him onto his back and I tried to do CPR. Matt was unresponsive. Eventually, one paramedic arrived. They'd got a rhythm, but they couldn't maintain it. And it was only a few minutes after that they came back with the news that, Matt had died. I can't tell you what that is like, because it's just, my whole life fell apart. I exchanged some letters with the hospital and with the ambulance trust, but I wasn't happy with the answers I was getting. I knew that there was something not right. Having looked at Matt's notes myself and tried to understand, to picture what had gone on at the hospital, to try and understand more fully what had happened here, I got the notes, I did the research, but I knew that I would need legal experts to really look at this. I have to say I've been very happy with RWK Goodman, and the support they've given me has been second to none. Right from the beginning, I was treated with respect and understanding, and I felt almost straight away that I would have confidence in my legal team. It wasn't about financial compensation. I wanted answers, and that would change practice.